سلام كميك أنهم تخططلتي مدبنا مدب إيري ناينرز ببزلنا يا سلام أنت عنا يمني لو معلتي كم تلو فليز بلا مدب حيزلكم متيلهو إذا مدب زي نعنا تقامي يزولو مالتيو again بزعبة insurance يو insurance كاني disability اللوام كله محازنا متألا كتنقرنا بزعبو ماني بإنجليش يو بتقرنيا هاني بعلي بريك داون كقبل لكمي إذا جن متى يو تقامي زولو أنا مخنياتو مبزحتو insurance ناي health insurance كوينو ونقله ناي hospital كان يحكونا هاي مزخوفلو كا إذا يوم جن فليس بلا هاو خاني نعها كاشتو واحد مالتيو نعها income زي income كالوس كي تقبر لسي accident غير كانديو ولا disability كون كان بحرام جزها خوفيلكا بتي هاوها مسرت بتي أتو خيو مسرت كاشي هو هنعها مالتيو which is فليس بلا خفت يقبرو خفت خاله insurance تات مالتيو أمو قريب لكم زلوا هلو معلتي محازيا and here's Dawn from Aflac مالتيو. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. Aflac. A lot of people think, hi Dawn, how are you?
Hi, Yordi. Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having time to do this, and thank you for your patience, and thank you for coming to our show, Airy Niners. Thank you, and if you can please explain what Aflac is about. A lot of people think that that I talked to, they think that this was an auto insurance, which I was like, oh, okay, this is, I know you guys heard it on TV, you probably saw it on TV commercial, but this is not an auto insurance. This is actually, I have this insurance. I had to explain to my friends. So this will be very beneficial to my community. If you could please collaborate on that, I would appreciate it.
Sure. I actually have a very short video that's going to describe what Aflac is.
Right.
So I'm going to play that for you very briefly and then be able to give you some details to fill in the gaps in between, if that's okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's whatever works.
Okay, great.
That was quick.
So Yordi, as you, yeah, right? So as you can see that Aflac is not health insurance. It's not car insurance. It's not any other major insurance that you may be familiar with. Aflac pays you directly We never pay the doctor or the provider or the hospital. So when the unexpected medical crisis happens, Aflac pays you directly cash benefits that you can use to help with anything that you need to, especially living expenses, household expenses, lost income, out-of-pocket medical expenses like co-pays, deductibles, out-of-network charges.
Right.
So health insurance does a lot, but there's a lot that it doesn't do. And I've never seen a health insurance plan that pays my mortgage every month.
No.
I've never seen a health insurance plan that pays for gas or groceries or my electric bill. Exactly. That's what Aflac is designed to do.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Well, I am a good example on that because I remember when I was pregnant and on maternity leave, I was getting cash. With my first baby, I was getting cash for 3 months because I wasn't able to work. And with my daughter, the last one, I was getting paid almost $4,000 for about 6 months. So this is something, like you said, nobody gives you money. None of the health insurance give you money. This actually helped a lot with mortgage or other expenses. And I was really pleased and happy with you guys. I've never, I don't have any complaints or any disappointments. And because I love it so much, I want my people also, or anyone who doesn't know anything about Aflac, to know this and take an opportunity to use it. And also, I would like to ask you, who would be qualified for Aflac? Would it be anybody, or a small business up to a big business, or individuals?
So we do not sell door to door.
Right.
So unfortunately, we really do not sell direct at all.
Right.
There may be 1 or 2 policies that you can get direct, but to be honest, the cost is higher.
Okay.
And there's underwriting, medical underwriting, which means that you have to answer some health questions in order to qualify. And it's harder, much harder to qualify for the direct policies versus something that's offered to you on payroll deduction through your employer.
Right.
So the primary way to get Aflac is either getting it through your company that offers Aflac, or if you are a business owner and you have at least 3 payroll employees, 3 employees that are W-2 on your payroll system, you can set up Aflac for all of your employees. And by doing so, it's a great way to actually attract and retain quality employees. It does not cost the employer anything to set it up. There's no admin fees, no setup fees.
Right.
And most of the plans are actually deducted pre-tax on your paycheck.
Right.
So it will save the employees tax money as well as the employer.
Yeah, you're right about that, because I just remember I even when I was getting cash, I didn't think I paid tax on it. There was no, it was, I love it. And so for a small business owner, you highly recommend for a small business owner up to 3 employees. And
three employees minimum, but we have companies that have as high as 50 or 60,000 employees. But the minimum is 3. You have to have at least 3 employees, W-2 employees.
Okay. So then that also depends on how much coverage you get. You get to choose which coverage you wanted to sign up for, right?
Yep. All 3 employees, if you only have 3 employees, all 3 would have to participate in at least 1 plan each.
Right.
So you have to have 3 employees and 3 people enrolling, but not everybody has to have the same coverage.
Exactly.
So if one person wants the disability, another person wants our cancer policy, and another person wants our hospital policy, then we can create the payroll account.
I really love it. I love the way you break it down. And also actually for employers, it's a lot cheaper than going to individual. I've noticed that when you have at least up to 3 or more, it goes down. Your payment goes down. It's a lot cheaper, and also this is very encouraging. It's a very good information for people who wants to use it. Especially, I know I have so many friends who are who has small businesses and up to 3 employee, of course. Does it vary to what kind of business you have, or it really doesn't matter? Because I have my husband also, as you know, he's a truck driver, but also he has employees that and he's covered under my coverage, and he loves it, and this will be really good for him and his friends also who owns a truck trailer or whatever, in any kind of business, for that matter, to have this benefit for his employee and for himself.
Absolutely. In fact, there are many studies that show that with industries where there's a high risk for injuries on duty,
right.
Having short-term disability coverage as well as an accident policy with Aflac has actually shown to reduce workers' comp claims. So having these plans for your employees not only protects the employee, but in many ways it protects the employer as well. And in this day and age where cost for everything, including insurance, especially health insurance, is going up, companies can many times not offer any benefits to their employees because it's too costly. They can't afford it. So offering a benefit like this that is low cost, where employees can either pay for it on their own completely 100%, or maybe as an employer, you want to, again, have this as a way to attract and retain good employees.
Exactly.
Maybe you want to do a cost contribution. So I have some employers that say, I want to pay for a disability and accident policy from all of my employees, and I'm going to pay $10 a paycheck towards that. And they will pay the difference.
Right.
Or I'm going to pay for individual coverage on these 2 policies. And if they want to add their family, they just pay the difference.
Exactly.
So again, it's a way to not only be a protection for the employee, but it is also a great way of offering low cost benefits to your staff to be able to attract and retain good quality employees.
Exactly. And also for my kids, even if anybody in my household, even if I miss out work to take my kids to the hospital, to the doctor's office, I still get paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, you can cover the entire family on almost every single one of our policies. So, for instance, if you have them covered on the hospital plan,
that's what I have.
Your child or your spouse is hospitalized for 2 days, you can easily get up to $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 for that 2-day stay in the hospital, which would be more than probably what you made in 2 days.
Exactly.
But it's going to give you that money to help with the time off. Plus, if you have a deductible on your health insurance, out-of-pocket expenses. So this is about protecting the whole family, because you never know who's going to get hurt, who's going to get sick, who may have COVID, and all kinds of other things. And so this is about protecting the financial stability of the entire family, not just you, not just your spouse, but everyone.
Yeah, don't call me greedy, but because I love it so much and I have the entire family here. It was only me and my husband and my son, and then I got pregnant again. I was like, and then I have my daughter. So there's 4 of us have coverage. So I love it, and I hope people can hear this and learn more about it and can sign up for it. And we just have to, anyways, this show is to give information that will help them. So hopefully they will learn a lot from it, and be able to sign up for this will be great. And I'm only going to encourage. Any final thoughts you have for our show for viewers?
Yeah, I would just say we're living in very unpredictable times.
Yes.
I think this past year has proven that. and whether it's COVID or an unexpected diagnosis of cancer or an unexpected heart attack or a stroke.
Yes.
Those are the things that cause people to file for bankruptcy every year. It's the number one cause for bankruptcy. So it's not a matter of if you need Aflac, it's just a matter of when and how bad. And unfortunately, we don't have a crystal ball to be able to foresee that. So now is the time to plan. Now is the time to get that protection in place. So when something does happen,
right,
you have it already waiting for you. So now's the time to get it set up.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. مباركة تخاطلتي مدب Airy Niners إزاي حجي أقرب لكم تصنحكوا بزعبة Aflac Insurance يو كم زي قدم زبالكم مالتيو مبزحتو إنشورانس حكمناها وين كان نتهم دكتوراتي نتي إذا خف للكامبر ناي هوسبيتال إذا خفت للكامبر نعها كاش أهي بكاني so كابتخال إنشورانس فليت جورو بنيشتي جنزب داخل فلكا ورحة مالتيو تبوء بنفتات اللو دقامي عائلة زحاسب كوان نهسبنا أغريبة مالتيو بزوح تماهيركم تكونوا هاني تسفى قبر لينك خقد فلكم تحت مالتيو اندحرا انترستر كونكم check out تماهيركم تكونوا hopefully بزاناتي قليت يعني ره اندحر مورفيت جيراتكم لينك خصدو لكم بأساين تكورو مالتي أتروح باشير تكورو تخوليهم مالتي thank you أنيلنا thank you for your patience and I guess بروح معالتي بروح قنيات سقع كالي مدب حيزلكم زمت مدب نغط صاليو مهاريو and أزاناقعيو at the same time ما بروح قنيات until we see you next week مالتيو and like subscribe share كايتهم أو comment كل جزء دقامي تبلون زي show comment هم أي فلأن مهنياتو بزي بأهم كنا عبس لزين خال مالتي يعني اللي بروح معالتي ciao